Hello, everyone. This is Yetta Myrick here with DC Autism Parents. Today, I'm going to talk to you about preparing for the medical visit. For those of you who've been watching our video series, you know that DC Autism Parents is a 501c3 nonprofit organization here in the District of Columbia that was created to support families and caregivers of children and youth diagnosed with autism. So, where did I get this idea for preparing for the medical visit? Many of you may not know that I serve as one of the hub team members on the ECHO autism team through Children's National Hospital. And the premise of ECHO is that all teach, all learn, meaning that it's a space for providers with specialized expertise to support community providers in supporting families. So the motto is not only all teach, all learn, but moving knowledge, not patience, right? So if providers have knowledge in the community setting, they can better serve you. And so part of ECHO is to provide a didactic or presentation um, about a specific autism related topic. And also there's a case presentation. So the whole point is that a community member will bring a case from the community, and full disclosure, there is information is totally protected, right? But basically they present a case, and then we as the hub team and the community providers ask clarifying questions, and and through that we provide recommendations for that particular family, but also it's an opportunity for everyone to learn from each other. So part of one of our echoes, one of my colleagues presented on helping to prepare families through their practices for medical visits. And as I've heard this presentation before, but as I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, like this particular slide um, really resonated with me, and I wanted to make sure that I was sharing it with you all. So there it has been adapted from that original slide, full disclosure, but I have like specifically curtailed it to meet families' needs. So the first thing would be for you, if you're preparing for a medical visit, to make sure that you're asking for any medical or developmental forms in advance. That way you can complete them on your own time, right? In advance, not sitting in the office, especially if you have, a child who needs a higher level of support, right? Um, Also, you can ask if the practice or provider um, offers visual schedules or social stories in advance that you can review with your child to prepare them. If they do not, another option could be if you've been to the practice before, have the flexibility to go to that practice, or can ask the practice, do they have images, or could they send you some images of like maybe the space that they're going, your child might be occupying, because that would be helpful to prepare them. Or if you have time to go to that practice ahead of time, to maybe ask if that's something that you can do, again, to prepare your child for the visit. You know your child best and what they need. This might not necessarily be needed, but if it is, that just a couple of suggestions, really. And also, if they don't have they don't have that visual schedule or social story, you can ask for specific appointment information, right? How long is that appointment going to be? Will there be time for snacks? What about the bathrooms, right? Are there family bathrooms around, or these are questions that you could ask. And the other thing, final thing, would be to bring a comfort item. And I'm sure many of you are already doing this, right? A reward or positive reinforcement, something that can help to keep your child busy during the appointment if needed. So when you're talking with your medical providers, or during breaks if they're having testing done, right? So it's really important to be thinking about how you can support your child, right? Because again, like when we're doing these things to support them, it makes things a lot easier, right? Not only for them, but for us to help us facilitate these appointments. So just really wanted to share this because like I said, it really resonated with me when my colleague shared some similar information with providers. And hopefully the more that families are asking these things, right, providers will catch on if they're not already doing these things, and we'll start to do that. Okay. So if you have any questions, feel free to send an email to info@dcautismparents.org about this. But again, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You could also be in conversations with your medical providers, right? And talking about, or even not even just the medical providers that you're going to be seeing at this visit, but think about your support team, right? Who do you have in your child's care team, that like maybe it's a speech and language pathologist, maybe they can help you develop a visual schedule. Like again, you all know your children best, and it's like, how do we take what we're learning in education environments through our our therapy, providers who are providing therapy, right? And how do we scaffold, right, and generalize these skills across environments? Okay, so take care. I hope that this is helpful information, and of course, if you'd like to learn more about DC Autism Parents, you can visit our website at dcautismparents.org, and you can also find us on Facebook. Take care.